Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about Wonder Woman once again. And the movie's coming out June 2nd. And I really like what they are doing in terms of advertising with Wonder Woman, keeping people in guest land as to when another preview or another advertisement is coming out with Wonder Woman. I think they're doing an excellent job, Warner Brothers, of kind of keeping their cards folded a bit. You don't want to reveal too much. Batman v Superman was just way too much advertising. When we look at Suicide Squad, way too much advertising coming down to the time of showing. They need to temper it, the right amount of advertising at the right time. I think they're doing the same thing with Justice League. They have people all anticipating Justice League, and I like the advertising. Really, the thing that's going to sell this movie is the movie itself. And people are going to come to see this movie. People are definitely going to come out to see this movie, so you don't have to worry about that. But before I get into what I'm going to talk about with Wonder Woman, I'm just going to go straight to this scripture right here that I read this morning that I have to share with you guys. Those of you who are sick, or you have problems, or you psychologically or mentally you have problems as well, this is for you. Psalms 40:17 says, "But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinks about me. You are my help. You are my deliverer. Do not tarry, oh my God." And this is a request for the Lord to deliver you. You can ask Him. You can cry out to Him. He's always in the midst of everything. He is there. He's the solution. If you want to know more about God like that, just ask Him. If you want to know about Jesus and have Him as part of your life, just ask Him. It's that simple. So we're talking about Wonder Woman. The thing I really want to talk about is that, her costuming in Rebirth, because this actually comes from Rebirth, this is the first issue of Rebirth, is actually very, very similar to the DCEU iteration of Wonder Woman. I want to just say all the pluses about that, because you got all kinds of different iterations of Wonder Woman. You got Wonder Woman that you may know from the Lynda Carter Wonder Woman, which is this design right here. You may know about the new 52 Wonder Woman, which is more of this kind of design. Or you can look at the throwback Wonder Woman from the early issues of Wonder Woman, which would be something like this design here. Whichever design you look at, the Wonder Woman always has been basically having the symbol, her symbol on her chest here. It's a symbol of a phoenix in the form of a W. She would always have a star upon her head. And all of these things that the creator of Wonder Woman pulled together. You see the stars here, stars and stripes, right? Well, you don't have the stripes, but you have the stars. You can call these stripes. The color coding, the red, white, and blue. We also have golden in there. Tell you a lot about Wonder Woman's ties to the American ideals and liberty and stuff like that. And if you look at her actual ideals, courage, honor, love, Wonder Woman really symbolizes some of the ideals that America symbolizes. And which is why America's kind of like this superpower right now that the world kind of aspires to want to have, or desires to be a part of in some way, shape, or form. Now, this is the early Wonder Woman. This is the earliest of Wonder Woman. And I just wanted to show you that she has this dress on. Okay? Again, there's the phoenix there, and so on, the star. And she doesn't have the gauntlets, not big gauntlets. She has gauntlets there, but, this is the early Wonder Woman. Now, I want you to just pay attention to this, because I'm going to come back to that in a minute. This is an Elseworld version of Wonder Woman. This is a version of Wonder Woman that's kind of Russian, okay? And in this world, it's kind of interesting how that Wonder Woman. I want to show you this Wonder Woman, which is, again, the Lynda Carter version. This is the version that became popularized because of Lynda Carter. And, again, you notice the outfit. It doesn't really look like a warrior. Kind of, people like to say it's an Amazon warrior look. Well, it's more of a designer look than anything else, okay? Even this one is kind of shirt, the pants. It's kind of still a designer look. It's not really a warrior look, right? This is medieval. So here's Wonder Woman, and she looks like a medieval knight, right? She has a sword that she pull out of her sheath, and she's all armored up, right, in a coat of mail, which is iron and cloth, and she's got these really steel metallic boots and stuff, right? She's really armored up. Now when you compare this Wonder Woman to this Wonder Woman, and you would sort of slash them together, you get a Wonder Woman something like this. This Wonder Woman here. Okay? Because her armor, her suit is armored up. This is an armored up suit. You know, this is not just cloth or leather, but it's also with armor. Okay? She's armored up. She has armored, well, you can't see her feet, but this here is armored up. You can see the gold there. And then she has the gauntlets, which are all metallic substances. Even a tiara is metallic, you know. And I want to show you that it's kind of a combination of, say, a sort of armored up suit and the original Wonder Woman design. Okay, it's sort of like that. Now here's another armored up suit. This is modern Wonder Woman. This is New 52 Wonder Woman. And again, you see the metal here. You see the chain mail, but still, even so, it's modernized, but it's still kind of ancient, but it's more modernized. You know, when you look at this Wonder Woman, the Rebirth Wonder Woman, this literally looks like a period piece. This looks like someone from ancient times. But when you look at this Wonder Woman here, which is this one here, this actually looks modern. Okay, it looks like a woman in tights, and she's it's more designer looking, right? Same for this Wonder Woman here. Well, this is almost like modern Wonder Woman. She's got her pants on and everything, tights. It looks more like an athlete, like a bodybuilder or something. And she got the gauntlets and stuff on. But again, it's not really. You don't feel prehistoric, like somebody who's been fighting a battle for, you know, thousands of years. It doesn't feel like that, right? So when we look at, this is Wonder Woman action. You know, you can see the outfit, again, it kind of looks cartoony, but the point is the outfit kind of looks like something you would see warriors of ancient time fighting in, like ancient Greece or ancient Rome. You know, the gladiators, the fighters, they would fight in something like this. An Amazon would actually fight in something like this, you know, of ancient times. Even though it kind of looks modern again and kind of cartoony, right? Here it is again. Here is Wonder Woman, and you can literally feel the ancientness in it. You know, you feel the leather sort of feel here. This looks leatherish, and this looks like metal here, gold-plated leather. And these look like metal iron or something, and gold on the end, or bronze or brass, right? So this looks like something that actually would be worn in war or in battle, and that's very much similar to this, right? Okay, the tiara is not exactly, I don't know if I'm saying this right, if it's tiara or crown, but this here, diadem, whatever you want to call it, this here is not, this is not a star like this one, okay? So this one, let me just get to it here. This is a star. You can see that's a star. It almost looks like a cross, actually. There's a star up there, right? Now, what I'm trying to tell you, this is Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman movie that's going to come up, all right? Here's Wonder Woman. This looks like definitely like battle gear from the Rebirth series, and they're very, very similar in many respects. If you look here, the satchel, look at it. It goes into almost a triangle here, and you see that clearly here as well, right? The satchel there. There's no satchel here. This is still, I think this is the Wonder Woman Rebirth Wonder Woman, but this is an iteration of it. Again, it kind of looks robust and so on, but it doesn't look as as medieval as this one did. Or not medieval, but ancient Greek-like this one did. So, but nonetheless, and it kind of actually has alterations. There's a star up on top of there. See the star right there. So there's some alterations to it. But when you look at this, I mean, you look at this and you look at this. This looks comic booky, like a comic. You can't really take it seriously because it doesn't feel like an actual battle suit. This feels like a battle suit. This feels realistically like someone it's a soldier going into war. This feels like a soldier's uniform. And this is a Wonder Woman from Batman v Superman. The shield gives it away. Okay. And this again looks kind of like a battle suit. This looks like something somebody would actually wear. It still feels comic booky like, but it looks like something someone would actually wear into war. Here's Ares, the god of war here, Hippolyta, Zeus, Steve Trevor, and Cheetah in the background here. All right, Steve Trevor and Cheetah, right? But the interesting thing here is that now this looks, like I said, this doesn't look realistic, right? But this does. This looks very realistic, right? And this they actually look very similar. This in the opening Rebirth Wonder Woman, these two look very, very similar, right? There's some minor differences, but they look very similar. Now, also interestingly enough, there is a Lego Wonder Woman that has come out. You see Ares there, and the action figures are there. They're going to be in the stores soon. She even has the cloak and everything. Don't know what that is. I can't tell you what those two are. I don't know what they are. But this is very interesting. And there's the Wonder Woman shield. This is the actual shield that we saw in the Wonder Woman trailers for Wonder Woman the movie. It's a different shield for Batman v Superman Wonder Woman. As you can see, this is a different shield, right? Now this is interesting because when you look at Rebirth Wonder Woman, okay, very similar, like I said before, and you look at Batman v Superman Wonder Woman, very similar to this one. You can see they look very, very similar, right? They look very, very similar. Look at that. It's amazing, really. And you look again at Wonder Woman. This is actually, whoa, the likeness of Gal Gadot is really remarkable here. Look at that face. That looks like Gal Gadot. That definitely looks like Gal Gadot. Here she is as Princess Diana. She's still at Themyscira, and she's fighting and training and so on. Okay, and we saw her in the trailers, and this is a remarkable likeness to Gal Gadot here. This one not so much, but it still reminds me of Wonder Woman, the dimensions and everything. And this is definitely, I mean, even the dimensions and everything look like Wonder Woman, right? So the DCU and Rebirth, Jeff Johns is responsible for both, coordinating both things. You can see that even though Rucker is the guy that's actually doing the Rebirth of Wonder Woman here, you can see the very similar likeness and the design, which is very much practical and actually very more realistic. Here's Wonder Woman on a horse, right? And again, for a sort of statue, the likeness to Gal is pretty good, because you can't get all the details you really would like in a statue like this. It's too small, I guess. Notice the star there on the top that I was trying to get you guys to see. I don't know if you can see. There's the detailing, the star there. This is not the case here, right? It's not a star there. Looks like it's the Wonder Woman symbol or something. And so anyway, the point is that the detailing is really good. And again, this looks like a warrior on a horse, So I thought this iteration of Wonder Woman is just fantastic. Again, oh, look at this. This looks like a warrior here. It looks like a battle warrior here. It's the Mafex action figure. I like Mafex, like I said before, because I think it's cheap. It's not Hot Toys kind of expensive. The likeness of the face is not exactly like Wonder Woman, not like Gal Gadot exactly. Again, it's kind of hard to do because the detailing that you need to get that done is kind of hard to do on such a small figure. But what they pulled off was a pretty adorable looking face. It doesn't look bad at all, and menacing. All right, this is Wonder Woman from Batman v Superman. Here she is. This is close up of her. And then you see her with the lasso of truth, and then you see her from behind. And it's just impressive how this is actually Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman movie. You can see the shield gives it away. All right, it's a little lighter, a little bit more colorful. Okay, suit looks a little bit less worn, torn, less faded. Okay, this one's more worn, torn, more faded. Okay. Here, this Wonder Woman probably has hardly seen action yet, but this Wonder Woman has seen action. All right. So I just really enjoy this, and if you look at this, this is supposed to be another Rebirth Wonder Woman here. You can see again the battle suit. Again, it kind of looks a little too unrealistic in that it's very shiny and just comic booky. If you ask me, I prefer this Wonder Woman over this Wonder Woman any day, any time, any place. Right? This Wonder Woman looks like a real warrior. You know, this Wonder Woman seems to give fantasy. It almost feels like you pull this out of a comic book or something, and not even a comic book, but you pull this out of some sort of, cartoon. This looks like a cartoon Wonder Woman. This Wonder Woman, on the other hand, is a cartoon. It's from a comic book, but it kind of feels more grounded, right? And so this Wonder Woman actually feels more grounded than, as well, than the Wonder Woman here. Now here we have a image of Gal Gadot. In this lighting, it really looks like Gal Gadot here. This is actually a statue of Wonder Woman. It really does kind of resemble Gal Gadot from this angle. Other angles it doesn't exactly resemble, but it's pretty good. Pretty good likeness of her. And here, I just love this. I just love this figure. This figure is so awesome. Again, it's from Batman v Superman, but I mean, just this statue is just so dramatic. You know, it looks like a warrior fighting, and they captured the warrior. You know, this image reminds me more of Lynda Carter, actually, the face and everything. But again, it's too comic booky. It doesn't look like she's in war. It doesn't look like she's in battle. You know what I mean? This looks like she's in battle. This looks like she's in war. You know, and so that's just the difference between the two. Here we have an image of Wonder Woman, and as a toy, I think DC collectible or something. And then we can have also the image of Wonder Woman as Wonder Woman Action in Wonder Woman Action, the cartoon, which I just don't have. And that's also very similar, has more of a battle suit look to it, though it's more cartoony again. So I believe this particular iteration of Wonder Woman, not the new 52, not the Lynda Carter version, not even the earliest versions, I think this version is more of what they're going for now, and it's more of a warrior, someone who's bred and trained to be war, and it's really convincing to me, this particular version, how it looks. And this is the DCEU version, and Rebirth, and even the cartoon series on Cartoon Network, Justice League Action, have taken this particular design, this particular pattern, and have applied it in recent times, and I thought I would share this with you guys. On that note, you guys have a great one.